Good morning, boys and girls, or afternoon, or in the middle of the night, whatever time you're watching this. It's still morning for Miss Ivory. I am here to go over a very quick way that you can convert units of measurement, which is what our skill is for the next 2 weeks. So this week we're working on just customary. Next week we'll do the same exact thing, but it's just a different unit of measurement. It's called metric system, and it's a lot easier. So let's get started. I have one of our homework pages from our workbook, and I'm going to do these sample problems here that are just skill-based, and then we'll do one in application, okay? So I want you to make sure that you have some paper and pencil. So pause the video and grab some paper and pencil because you're going to be practicing with me on the second question. All right. Okay, now that you're back, first thing I want you to know is this sheet here tells me everything I need to know. This is my rule. It's my input. This is my output. And I have to figure out if I'm multiplying by something or if I'm dividing. So when we do conversion, we are either multiplying or dividing. All right. Now this page here, real quick, was something that you've seen. You've had one in the classroom, except we use the other side for area and perimeter. We would be using this in class if we were in class, and today this is the part we'll be using. This is on length because we're only talking about length today. We're not talking about anything else here. So we know that 1 foot is equal, and equal means equivalent to 12 inches, or we could say 12 inches is equal to 1 foot. 1 yard is equal to 3 feet, or 3 feet is equivalent to 1 yard. And 1 mile is equal to 1,760 yards, or we could say 1,760 yards is equal to a mile. Okay, so I have to have the sheet in order to see what my input outputs are and how to figure out what the rule is. What am I doing? Okay, I'm going to move that over there, and let's look at number 1. So I will do the first one, and then I'm going to have you join in with me on the second one. So the first thing I'm going to do is read. It says 3 feet is equal to inches. I'm going to go ahead and record that on my dry erase board, and I'm going to abbreviate and write it just like it is except for my abbreviations. So I need to find out what is how many inches are equivalent to 3 feet. Excuse me. So if I look on my chart here, I can see that 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. So I need to know that. So I'm going to make a tic-tac-toe like this. I call it a tic-tac-toe. Input, output. And here is, I'm going to label it feet. And I don't know, I'm not going to put anything here because this is going to be my rule. And then over here, my output is inches. All right, now that we have that, we can fill in the first row. Now your first row, always start with 1. We're not going to start with this number here. We're going to go back to our reference sheet or our cheat sheet that tells us the information that we need. And it says that 1 foot is equal to inches. So we're going from feet to inches. So I'm going to record that in the top. 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. Now you can see I'm going from a smaller number to a bigger number. So we know that we have to do what? We have to multiply. And what do we know about 1 times what equals 12? We know that 1 times 12 equals 12. So I'm going to write my expression here, and I'm just going to leave it off because you keep falling. And now we can answer this. So the 3, where do you think it goes? Under here, here, or here? I hope you said feet, Miss Ivory. So we're going to put the 3 here, and now we can apply the rule 3 times 12. And we know that 3 times 12 is equal to 36 inches, right? So our answer is 3 feet is equivalent to 36 inches, or 36 inches is equivalent to 3 feet. They show the same value, but kind of like 10 dimes equal $1. They have the same value, but in a different way. All right? Okay. So I'm going to erase this. Get your paper and pencil ready, because you're going to help me with this next one. All right. We are ready. The next question is 5 yards equals inches. So let's write that on our paper, and we can abbreviate. 5 yards is equal to inches. Notice when we're going from a larger unit of measurement to a smaller unit of measurement, it takes a lot more of these. We're multiplying. You'd think it would be the opposite, but yards is a larger unit than inches. Okay, let's get on. Miss Ivory, quit talking. So let's look over here. It says yards to inches, and it says 1 yard is equal to how many inches, boys and girls? 36. All right, tic-tac-toe, everybody. Ready? Tic-tac-toe. Here we go. All right, in this top line, this little corner here, we're going to label it yards. So we're going to go from yards, and we're trying to change it into inches. Remember, this is going to be the rule. So we don't know what goes here yet. Now, what can we put here? We don't put the 5. Remember, we always want to start with 1. So let's go back over here and look again. Yards to inches, 1 yard, 36 inches. So the 1 goes under the column yards, and the 36 goes in the inches. Now, what is the rule, boys and girls? What do we have to do to 1 to get 36? Multiply. 1 times 36 equals 36. Now, where are we going to put the 5 yards? Now we're ready to solve. Where does that go? Which one of these squares does it go in? Yards. So put your 5 here, and then we can multiply 5 times what? 36, because that's our rule. And what is 5 times 36? Because I don't know. So somebody figure it out. Let me know. All right. I'm going to go ahead and right here use the standard algorithm. 5 times 6 is 30. Regroup. 5 times 3 is 15. Plus 3 is 18. So we have a total of 180 inches. So now we know that 5 yards is equivalent to how many inches, boys and girls? 180. Okay. Now, next one is 4 yards equals feet. 4 yards equals feet. And let's abbreviate. Make your tic-tac-toe. Tic-tac-toe. Here we go. Let's label our units of measurement. Okay, we got to put yards, and then over here we're going to put feet, and the rule goes in the middle, but we don't know what that is. Now, where does the 4 go? It doesn't go here. We always start with 1. Okay, start with 1. So let's look for yards and feet. Yards and feet. Do you see it? Yards to feet. Okay, 1 yard, 3 feet. So we're going to put the 1 under the yards, and we're going to put the 3 in the feet. And then what's the rule? How do we go from 1 to 3? Multiply. So our rule is going to be times 3. 1 times 3 equals 3. All right, boys and girls, what goes here? Under the yards? 4. And what are we going to multiply it times? 3. And what is 4 times 3, boys and girls? 12. So we know that 4 yards is equal to 12 feet. All right, good job. One last question that we're going to do together. And then when I do this again with you with different units of measurement, it's going to be a lot quicker because I won't have to set it up for you because you are already going to know how to do that because you are masters. All right, it says that Jenny's house is 20 yards long. She says that the house is 720 feet long. Is she correct? So we know it's 20 yards long. And we are going to convert it to feet because she says it's 720 feet, but we don't know. So let's find out how many feet are in 20 yards. All right? So now that we have that, what are we going to make? Tic-tac-toe, here we go. All right, tell me what to put here. Which one of these? Yards. Okay, where does this one go? Output. And what's this in the middle? The rule. All right. Do we put 20 next? What do we put? Well, we got to look at our sheet. We're going from yards to feet. Okay, boys and girls, let's look down here for yards to feet. 1 yard equals 3 feet. So our first row should have 1 yard, and the 3 goes in the feet. And what's the rule, boys and girls? I hope you said times 3. So let's write the expression. 1 times 3 is 3. And now what are we going to plug in here? We're going to plug in 20. Okay. Now we're going to write our expression. 20 times 3. Oh, look, 2 times 3 is what? 6. And then shift one place value. Take a left. So our answer is 60. So we know that 20 yards is equal to 60 feet. And she says that her house is 720 feet long. Is she correct? No, she's not. She's way off. Wonder what she did. I bet she didn't use a tic-tac-toe and put output. Remember, you're masters. You can do this. If you have any questions, let me know. If you need help, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow for a shorter version of tic-tac-toe. Here we go. Thank you.